It started with chaos. Inside a sleek glass conference room on the 24th floor of a downtown San Francisco high-rise, panic spread faster than the smell of burnt coffee. Screens flickered. Code vanished. And the CEO of the billion-dollar startup, Nexra Tech, shouted one word that froze the entire team: "It's gone." If you believe true kindness always finds its way back, please tap the like button now and subscribe to support more stories like this. Just minutes earlier, David Collins, a young software engineer, had been leading the biggest demo of his life. Months of sleepless nights had built up to this, a live presentation for potential investors worth $3 million in funding. But when the server crashed mid-demo, the air turned thick with fear. His code was corrupted, backups unresponsive, and investors were already glancing at their watches. David's face went pale. His dream, his career, maybe even his job, gone in seconds. And that's when she appeared. A waitress. Her name tag read Emily. She'd been quietly refilling coffee pots for the boardroom buffet, unnoticed among the panic. While executives barked orders and IT specialists scrambled, she just stood near the table, watching. Calm. Observant. Her soft brown hair tied in a loose bun, her apron slightly wrinkled, and her eyes, focused in a way that didn't belong to someone serving coffee. She hesitated for a moment, then spoke gently, almost apologetically. "Excuse me, are you running the demo from a mirrored cloud repository?" Every head turned. The CEO blinked, confused. "What?" Emily set down her coffee pot. "If your system's backed up through a Git mirror, there's a chance the shadow instance hasn't been affected by the data rollback. You could redirect your DNS routing manually from the admin console." Silence. Then laughter, nervous, dismissive laughter. One of the engineers muttered something about her reading too many blogs. But David didn't laugh. He looked at her. Really looked. "Wait," he said. That could work." She nodded once, calm and sure. David spun around to his laptop, his hands trembling. Following her instructions step by step, he opened a terminal, typed a few commands, and within seconds, the server reconnected. The live demo reappeared on the big screen, flawless. The room gasped. Investors leaned forward. The CEO froze mid-sentence. It had taken her 45 seconds. The entire room, moments ago filled with shouting and despair, was now dead silent, except for the quiet hum of machines coming back to life. David turned to her, speechless. How did you know that?" Emily smiled softly. "I used to write system recovery protocols for a defense contractor. Took a break after my husband passed. I just needed something quieter for a while." The CEO stared at her, stunned. Then, almost in disbelief, said, "You just saved a $3 million deal." Emily shrugged, a little embarrassed. "Just figured it was worth a try." Minutes later, the investors signed the deal. The room erupted in applause, but all Emily did was quietly refill one last coffee cup, collecting used napkins as if nothing had happened. When the meeting ended, David chased her to the elevator. He asked where she worked, if she was still in tech, if she'd ever consider consulting. She laughed softly, saying she just wanted to finish her shift, she had bills to pay, and rent didn't wait for applause. That evening, David couldn't stop thinking about her. Neither could the CEO. The next day, a small envelope arrived at the diner where Emily worked, no fancy letterhead, no legal jargon. Just a simple handwritten note. "You turned disaster into hope. If you're willing, we'd be honored to have you on our team. Salary, you name it." She stared at it for a long time, tears blurring her vision. It wasn't about the money. It was about being seen, really seen, for the first time since her life had fallen apart. The next week, she walked through the same glass doors, this time not with a coffee pot, but with a company badge clipped to her jacket. The same people who once ignored her stood to welcome her. And as she took her seat beside David in the tech lab, he whispered, "You didn't just fix our system, you fixed us." Outside, the morning sun bounced off the glass tower, reflecting a new beginning, one built on kindness, humility, and the quiet strength of a woman who refused to let her past define her worth. We'd love to hear your story. What is the most memorable act of unexpected kindness you have witnessed or received? Share it in the comments below. If this story touched your heart, please share it, because somewhere out there, another Emily might just be waiting for her moment to shine.